The landscape is changing, and healthcare providers are returning to what they do best, managing their core competencies, essentially medical treatment and general healthcare. And with the changing demand and the need to comply with hospital accreditation standards as a requirement for hospital licensing, healthcare managers are virtually pushed to balance the cost of compliance, outsourcing certain services which can be supported by third parties that meet the stipulated requirement. Malaysia's Health Minister, Datuk Seri Liao Tiong Lai, recently officiated the momentous launch of the Certified Sterilization Service Centre in Rawang, a single integrated solution for KPJ hospitals and private hospitals provided by Sterilgamma Sendirian Berhad, a local Bumiputra company, and the only independent total sterilization service provider in Malaysia with full accreditations for export to many parts of the world. The CSSC, a first-of-its-kind eco-friendly sterilization service, is developed by Sterile Service Sendirian Berhad, a joint venture between KPJ Healthcare Berhad and Sterilgamma Malaysia Sendirian Berhad, which offers sterilization services of international standard to other hospitals as well as related services. The Health Ministry is studying whether to privatize the equipment sterilization service at government hospitals with the use of the latest technology instead of doing the task manually like at present. Privatizing the service would reduce the cost, as the task of manually sterilizing the medical equipment, including surgery tools, was now being done by nurses and laboratory assistants. CSSC stands for Certified Sterilization Service Centre. It's the first-of-its-kind eco-friendly sterilization service centre in Malaysia that's fully certified to support hospitals under the KPJ banner in servicing their operation theatre instruments. The CSSC, a totally new business concept, is the only external independent Central Sterile Supply Department (SCCD) service provider in the ASEAN region. The facility offers a complete supply network comprising sterile goods reprocessing facility, the provision of sterile goods, full logistics services to manage supply, collection and delivery of sterile goods, and proper documented operations. The person who mooted the idea to have the CSSC was Datin Paduka Siti Sadia, the managing director of the KPJ Healthcare Group. She actually asked Sterilgamma to have a good look at the feasibility study 2.5 years ago. Outsourcing, the practice of subcontracting works which are not within the core business specs to outside companies, has become the trend today. By doing this, companies can return to doing what they do best. In this case, KPJ has decided to focus themselves on healthcare management, leaving the sterilization part to independents like us. This service, provided by CSSC, caters not only for the KPJ Hospital Group, but also other private and government hospitals. The initial blueprint for the CSSC project was defined into 2 phases. The first one would cover the services to the connected hospitals. The second would increase the capacity, offering the facilities to more hospitals. Several factors were considered in the construction of the design: material flow, civil work to meet international standards, electromechanical works, airflow, staff flow, utilities setup and flow, and the final finishing were just some of them. A team of engineers and technicians were involved in the initial on-site preparations to manage project progress and monitor the quality and speed. CISA Equipment and Technology, one of the best companies in the world that produces and sells sterilization systems to both hospitals and the industrial sector, covering all sterilization needs, was used for processing. The software for tracking was adopted by B. Brown, a well-known international market leader in instrument supply and instrument management, and partner to innovative biotechnology companies. The tracking system enables the end user to monitor its products until its return. It also allows for quality control and good management of surgery operations. Engineers from Malaysia, Italy, India and Jordan converged as one team to carry out the installation, qualification and validation works. All the equipment has installation qualification IQ as per ISO 17665-1 and ISO 155883-1 and -2. Then, standard operative procedure was built together with KPJ hospitals that defined the collection of instruments with containers and sealed trolleys, safe transportation, process inside CSSC, sterile storage, delivery and transportation, and distribution. Products sterilized by Sterilgamma conform strictly to major international accreditations such as ISO 9001-2008, ISO 13485-2003, US FDA QSR Part 820, and is also recognized by the standard of JGMP. The procedure inside is supported by a microbiology laboratory that runs periodically. Occasional biological tests are conducted to guarantee and assure the whole processing. The design is finally completed using a high-quality hygiene finish for floor material, ceiling, stainless steel closure filters between zones, air conditioning, treated air in sterile areas, and airflow control. As with any sophisticated system, training is emphasized on. The objective is to educate and give a better understanding of the various installation methods used in healthcare services, with emphasis on gamma rays, ethylene oxide, and moist heat. Training is also conducted in order to provide hands-on knowledge of best practices in sterilization through proper validation and certification. We also emphasize on enhancing awareness of the quality of the sterilization process and the establishment of the necessary platform and practice relating to the development, implementation, and monitoring of sterilization services.
SCISA is an Italian company with more than 64 years of experience in providing decontamination machinery, equipment of sterilization and disinfection, as well as medical waste treatment. The company runs its activity worldwide through regional offices, and in the Eastern Division, we have an office in Amman, Jordan for Middle East area, an office in Tunisia for Africa, office in Moscow for Central Asia, and now we have our office in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Why Malaysia? Because Malaysia represents an advanced model of providing good medical services for the patients. We can find a modern hospitals. We find with our partners the know-how and the capabilities of providing good operation for our machinery and for our technology. We are together building up this decontamination services in order to show the model and to provide the patient safety. We know that patient safety is the challenge that many hospitals are facing today. And we believe that technology provided with the good professional persons running this technology can give the solution. And this is what we have in this CSSC. SCISA believes in Malaysia to be a very important reference in our business setup worldwide. And we believe that from Malaysia, we are going to launch a huge business and a good services for the patients who are seeking safety when they go to the hospitals. SCISA Italy and SCISA Malaysia as a branch for SCISA will together give you the solution for decontamination. We put hands in hand, and we want to develop and to provide the safety for the patients using our solutions and using our technologies.
Advancing the global health system through a state-of-the-art facility is the CSSC promise. The landscape is indeed changing, so why not fly with it?